Hello art friends, my name is Fleshwad and today I have a really long but cool video for you. So a while back I did the hashtag draw this in your style challenge, and in that video I produced some pretty heckin' cool art, if I do say so myself, and even found some equally cool artists that to this day inspire my art very much. One of those artists, at gorgeouarts on Instagram, started another hashtag draw this in your style drawing, and that is one of the many reasons for today's video. Anytime an artist lets you draw their art is such an amazing feeling, and that's the main reason I love the draw this in your style art trend. I always see jaw-dropping art that I only wish I could draw in a billion years, but it always feels really weird to recreate or even to ask someone to redraw their art. I'm not quite sure why it feels weird. The only reason that I could think of is because an artist's work is definitely a reflection of themselves, and for someone to ask to change it or draw it in any other way is just a bit weird. I obviously don't feel that way, and I love when you guys redraw/recreate my art or OCs, which, by the way, I will be featuring some at the end of this video, so stay tuned. But for now, onto the first draw this in your style drawing. Every artist featured in this video is from Instagram. Our first Insta artist is at gorgeouarts. So I mentioned Gorcha in the beginning of this video. I actually found her from her first hashtag draw this in your style, which I drew in my last hashtag draw this in your style video. It's kind of funny because that drawing for her was to celebrate 7K on Insta, and this new drawing is to celebrate 24K on Insta. Huge congrats to her. It's always really inspiring watching one of your favorite artists grow and get the recognition and love that they deserve. The original drawing is of an orange-haired demon who appears to be glaring at you with evil eyes. She has a lollipop in her mouth and a bunch of ear piercings. She is wearing an off-white long-sleeve shirt with a big black heart in the center and a small pink heart on the right side of her chest. She is also wearing teal pants, and lurking behind her is a smoky demon-like creature. For my drawing, I really wanted to give her a wicked lollipop scythe, cause demon girls gotta have a weapon. I changed the pose slightly, but kept most other things the same, including the color palette. I had so much fun with all of the little details, such as the stitching on the shirt, and especially the heart on the shirt. I wanted almost an open feeling to it, so I colored it a dark gray and drew some lines inside the heart to make it feel textured. Another thing I changed was the makeup that the demon girl is wearing. I made it slightly more runny than the original. She has probably sweated most of it off due to all of the hardcore bad guy fighting she has to do. It was also really interesting using this light color palette. Definitely not colors I would have ever chosen on my own, but I think the end result is amazing. So lucky to have gotten the chance to recreate this amazing drawing. Our next Insta artist is user at supermessange. The reason I chose this drawing is because it is 110% unlike anything I've ever or would ever draw. It's so cute and bubbly like, and I am obviously drawn more towards creepy and dark things. The original drawing features a red-haired human with big blue eyes. The drawing is only of the head, and where the neck is cut off, red flowers appear to be flowing out of there. There is also a little bit of blood dripping out of her mouth. The drawing seems really cute at first, and then when you break it down, it definitely has a creepy feel to it. I actually drew this one twice, so what you're seeing now is my second attempt. I went with more of a structured face, very angly. I drew very detailed eyes and sharp eyebrows. I also got a chance to try out my new eyelash skill, which, if you don't know what I'm talking about, be sure to check out my art hacks video. I'll leave it linked in the description box below. This drawing seemed like it was going to be the most simple, but there was definitely a lot of detailed areas and it turned out way cool. I'm pretty proud of it considering how amazing the original is. Here is my first attempt compared to my second attempt compared to the original. Our third Insta artist is Hyukto. First of all, I love that name. Second of all, I'm in love with their art style, and this drawing is such an aesthetic. The original drawing is that of a red-skinned demon girl with curly hair and demonic yellow swirly eyes. She is wearing a dark black sweater and is hugging a scary teddy bear. The bear has 3 eyes and a horrifying look on his face. There's so many cool detailed areas in this piece. This artist definitely knows what vibe they want to accomplish in this drawing. It is a fairy tale nightmare. From the loose curls in the hair to the itchy stitching on the sweater, I love every bit of it. As for my drawing, I was just having so much fun. This piece is the one that I spent the most time on, and for a really good reason. It is one of the coolest concepts and executions I have ever seen. I immediately followed Hyukto after seeing this post. I myself love deep/dark blacks. That means blacks without any shading, and this drawing has a ton of that. So I was really excited to get to that part. I definitely got lost in the liner of this drawing. There was just so many areas where I could add details and lines. This piece is my #1 favorite out of all of the pieces featured in this video. For sure, right? Okay. On to the face, those eyebrows. I have never seen anything like that, and I'm in love with them. I wanted to line them like I would line any other eyebrows, and I definitely did not want to lose that unique shape. I think they turned out way cool. One thing that I do have to point out that is kind of lame about the hashtag Draw This In Your Style challenge that I especially noticed in the last 2 drawings is that when you are referencing a drawing, it is very easy to get lost in the original artwork and take maybe almost too much inspiration, to the point where your own style might even get a little bit lost. I noticed that a bunch in this drawing. For example, the curly hair and the white lines in the hair. Had I not been referencing this drawing, I'm not sure I would have done them that way. Another example is the gooey drips from her sweater. Without referencing this piece, I would have probably done them in a little bit of a different style. I know that's kind of nitpicky, but it's just one thing that I noticed. A little tip might be, when using reference, take a quick look for ideas and whatnot, and then put the drawing away. I usually use reference only for poses and not much else, because it's a good way to ensure that you aren't accidentally copying any of the original artist's work, and that you are definitely only using it for reference purposes. One thing that I really loved and that stood out to me the most about this drawing is the way the artist colored the skin, or flesh, right? I should probably have said flesh. The way the artist colored the flesh. There are like 3 different colors in the skin, but they aren't blended well together, and it leaves this really cool inhuman effect. I tried to mimic it the best that I could, but nothing can compare to the original, of course. Here is my finished demon teddy girl. Let me know what you guys think down below. Okay, our last Insta artist is user @ukyru. This drawing definitely caught my eye for many reasons. The almost monochromatic feel of the piece creates a very strong and powerful image with a provoking vibe. The original artwork has a striking red background with a young girl in the center. She has medium length black hair, and is wearing a collared striped shirt. She stands in the center, surrounded by little black demons/ghosts. I'm not 100% sure what these beings are, but they are both creepy and cute, and maybe even a little bit sad. Above the girl's head is the word open scribbled over and over and over. Another cool thing about this drawing, besides the color palette, is the fact that it looks hand-drawn. It very well might be hand-drawn, or if it is digital, the brush has to be user-made and referenced from real brush strokes. It definitely has that authentic brush stroke look. I wanted to go very symmetrical with this drawing. This young girl looks very proper, and I thought symmetry would be a good way to mimic that. I lined one side of her face and then duplicated it for the other side. I then drew in her demon ghosts. However, I only made the top 2 biggest demon ghosts symmetrical. They have a protective feel, at least for me. I feel like they are maybe protecting her, or at least keeping an eye out for her. What kind of vibe do the demon ghosts give you? Speaking of eyes, in the original drawing, the eyes are all drawn one on top of the other, which is the way that I started sketching them out in the first place, but this goes back to what I mentioned in the last drawing, where referencing kind of takes too much influence. I have drawings like this with similar demon ghosts, but their eyes are kind of squished together, and I feel like that is definitely much more my style. So I changed all of the eyes and then finished coloring the piece, and this is the end result. What do you think? That is all of the hashtag draw this in your style drawings I did of the other artists. Please remember to vote in the poll which drawing of mine is your favorite. If I had to vote, I would definitely vote for Hyukto, but the ukyru drawing is a close second purely because of the symmetry and line work. Please don't forget to vote. So, of course, I couldn't make a hashtag draw this in your style video without jumping in on the fun. Here is my own hashtag draw this in your style OC. We actually named her on Instagram, which you will see later on in this video. But this is Sabrina, or Sab. She is a toothed demon. I spent so much time designing her. What you are seeing in the video is maybe her 3rd design. I think it was the fact that so many cool designs and concepts were featured in this video that I needed to make sure that mine could stack up in comparison, and I definitely think that she does. She has long light blue wavy hair, a red turtleneck sweater worn under an old and torn up black shirt that reads "Bite Me," with a bitten skull on the left side. She has teeth indented into her skin where her right eye should be, and she has a very crooked and cut up smile. She also has 3 huge rips in the center of her forehead. I really wanted to make an OC centered around teeth, and so here she is. If you are interested in drawing her, you can find her posted on my Instagram at fleshwadyt. I'm also holding a little art contest where if you draw her, I will pick one winner to win a free digital art drawing from me. This contest ends January 12th, so in 1 month. You can see all of the rules on my Instagram post. If you don't have an Instagram, you can always leave a link on this video to your drawing. Here are some features of everyone who has drawn my tooth demon, Sab. Thank you so much to everyone who has participated so far. It means a lot that anyone would take any time out of their day to draw something that I created. That is like so cool. I appreciate each and every one of you, so thank you so much, and thank you for 42,000 art friends on here. Like, that's crazy. I hope you stick around so we can see each other's art improve for another year. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next video, bye!